Good morning, sir.
A pleasant morning to you, and how are you doing today?
Sir, I'm okay.
Not at all. Come out of the bed, cause that the sleeping a while ago sound like under the cover same way with one eye open. Come Sarah D.
Well,
Never mind.
that's
Never mind the rest. I'm almost feeling the same way. Um, I'm almost feeling the same way, but this is it.
Morning, sir.
Good morning to you. That's Claudia.
Yes, sir.
How are you today?
Not bad. Getting my groove along.
Say it again.
I'm getting my groove along.
Oh yeah. That's the spirit. That is the spirit. All right. So Petrina not feeling so well this morning. So we need to remember her in our prayers. But yeah, waiting on the others.
Morning, sir.
Hey Yana, what's up?
Good morning.
Yeah man. Oh, it sounds so like when the son of money tell me not come class, I'm not sure. When I sound like when I wake
Oh,
up here.
no, I just had to go down my floor from the brush with you.
Nice, that's the spirit. Good job. You want to make a little cup of tea?
No, me that eat something too.
Okay, nice. So you sound like you're ready. The blood sugar up and you're ready. All right, so let me just share with you a little tips of my breakfast. Just a little tips. I'm just going to give you a few minutes to enjoy it. But wow, this looks really nice. Oh my goodness, I'm salivating. Mm, 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 mm.
Morning, sir.
Good morning to you, Papa. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you, sir?
Hungry now that I'm sharing my breakfast with you. Feeling hungry now.
Uh,
Claudio,
Yes, sir.
see tea
I
there.
see you. I see my teeth. Thanks,
Oh,
sir.
a while ago when you said to me, you came on, I said, good morning. I said, geez, some peace. Claudia gave me specific instructions. So let me follow through.
Oh,
All right.
thanks, sir.
Yeah, man. Boy, the salt mackerel, they look ton up still,
Yeah.
Mm-mm. John Oster.
I know me can't eat it, sir. Me allergic to fish.
True, true.
Yeah.
Oh no. So when you eating ackee, where do you eat with sausage or just ackee alone?
Sausage and anything else, but no fish.
Wow. All right. So next time
Yeah.
I'll give you something. I'll give you stew chicken next week. God's willing.
Oh, all right, sir. Looking
Mhm.
forward to it.
Carry mute. Oh Lord. It's so trouble you. Make your kiss the teacher. So early in the morning. Donna, I want you to look at the last assessment again for me, please. Thanks for thanks for completing them. Um, there are two of them that I want you to go back and look at. The very last one, and no, well, actually, three of them now.
Me?
Sarah, yeah. Thanks for
Sarah or Ariana?
no, Sarah. Donna.
Yes, sir. It's because this week was kind of hectic, but I was planning to go back through them.
All right, good job. Good job. I'm proud of you. Thanks for completing my work, showing you that it can be done. Kerry Berry, thanks for completing the work. Also, there is one on transformation that I want you to look back at for me, and you can just double check a few of those. So thanks, Kerry, for attempting all of them. Big up on a good good self. There are some of you, based on the message that I sent out yesterday, actually started doing 1 or 2 pieces. But there are some of you who still don't start nothing. And it is not good. When you fail a course again, say the teacher never did. All right. Petrina, I see where you are really trying. Thanks for putting out that effort. I know you're one of those who were added late to the platform. I see where you are trying. Hope and get well so that you can finish off these. Win some, you're yet to start. O'Shane, I know you got access late, so I'm not going to comment on yours. Sonia, you need to be moving. Fiona, you need to be moving. Racine, you also need to be moving. Amaya, a commendable effort, but I want you to be moving faster. Deshaun, commendable, but much more work is needed. At least you've started, but I need to see more from you. Thanks for starting, Abigail, but much more is needed. Way much more is needed. Ornella, can you mute for me, please? Tahira, mute for me, please. Ornella, you need to start. Hanoi, Mr. Russell, you have not yet started. Commendable effort, Craig. You need to be moving, moving faster though. You're at this place too long now. Kevani, not a bad attempt. Yana Banana, you are doing very well. You just have one more to complete. I'm going to ask that you go back and look at a few of them for me. Proud of you, Yana Banana. Keep up the good work. I'm reopening a few of them for you, Yana, so you need to go back and look at those for me. An opportunity to improve. Nicoya, I'm seeing some movements, but it is more is required. I need more from you. Dexter, my love, where are you? Dexter, you have not done any work this week. This is where you were last week. And you need to get to where you're supposed to be going. Yeah, so of the many that didn't start, I now have only 2 students that are yet to start. Well, one of them got access yesterday, so I won't mention that one. I have 2 students that are yet to start. Hanoi and Winnie, come on, unacceptable. You need to start. The rest of you, oh, and Zana. Zana, I don't even know if she's still a part of this class. Malik Bogle, Tira Bahari, you need to begin. It's unacceptable. Tahira, you have not moved for the last couple of weeks, and I know you're in class because I just asked you to mute. This is not good. You're not doing any work at all. All right. So students, I'm not here for the fame and the pageantry. I'm here to get you to do your work. And I'm tired of students failing. You don't need to fail. If you fail to prepare, you are going to fail. But I promise if you put in the work, you can't fail. And many of you are not putting the work in. Come on, man. Come on. I know studying and working is rough, but you have to do what it is that you need to do. You have to do what you have to do. And I'm going to ask you again to sit and complete your work. So many times I'm threatening to close out the platform. And when I close the platform out, nobody can call me and ask me to reopen because of XYZ. This is unacceptable for some of you. There are students in the class who can sit and do work. You too can do it. And there are students in the class who are working and have completed their work. So you too can do it. There are students in the class who have children and husband and complete them work. So the rest of you have no option when you can do it. The same variables that you are having to say you can't do it because of this, there are other students in the class that have the same variable or variables. Come on. I'm expecting more from you. The level of work that you're giving me can't produce passing grades. So I'm going to give you a few more just to wait until a few more join. I recognize that a number of your classmates are not coming out to class. I'm seeing 13 of you. Last week I had about the same 13. And on my Edico, I'm seeing 30. So there are 17 students that are not coming to class. But guess what? I'm going to just turn your attention to the student handbook. The student handbook that says you must have a class attendance of 85% or else you can be barred from the exam. You must have at least an 85% class attendance or you can be barred from the exam. And I recognize that a number of you have not been coming out to class. Now I may be speaking to the converted, but I'm hoping that the ones who aren't here are actually listening to the recording and hearing me say, if you don't come to class, you can be barred from sitting the exam. You can be barred from sitting the exam. Aye, aye, aye. And then what I want you also to do for me is to, this week is pay week. A few of you are still yet not registered. And the ones that I'm seeing that are registered are just 7 students. But that person not in my class. I don't know that person. And I bet them then come class and say, oh sir, I never know that class was going on, but you're registered for my class. So Tiffany, Sarah, Petrina, Deshawn, Yana, and Nicoya are the ones that I'm seeing on the system that are registered. The rest of you, you need to be able to change your status. So I don't understand.
Sir, a question, morning.
Morning.
Is when you pay the registration fee, that's when you fully register in the system, right?
No, when you pay a school fee, you're fully registered, but you can go ahead and select the course.
Oh, all right then.
Yeah, because I'm seeing a few students here that have selected my course 1, 2, 3, 4, um, 5, 6, 7. I'm seeing 7 students. You know, let's check to see if that one is unethical. I'm seeing 7 students that are not. Sutherland, Worcester. I'm seeing 7 students that have selected my course, but I know them not. And that is going to pose a problem. It's going to pose a problem because when I dropped my first mid-semester, you know, nobody else can join my class.
Sir, when is mid semester?
I was hoping and waiting for that question to come. All right, so I'm going to give you the mid-semester next week. And I'm giving you the mid-semester next week. And I want you to hear me out now. And I'm speaking to the converted because you are at class. Giving you the mid-semester next week. Anybody who is absent from my mid-semester exam will get a 0. When I give mid-semester exams and students are missing from the mid-semester exam because you don't feel ready, so you're not going to do the mid-semester and sir have to give you another mid-semester because you pay school fee. It's a lie. It is a lie. Last week, I said to you that I could give it, and matter of fact, the mid-semester is ready, you know. If I want, I can give you the mid-semester exam. No, I prepared the mid-semester already. All right? But I needed to give you a stern warning about persons who miss my mid-semester exam. If you know you're going to have a challenge on Saturday, you touch base with me from before so that I can give you the mid-semester before Saturday. Not for you to tell me, say, sir, I'm not going to be at school. If you cannot come to school on Saturday, maybe because of work or whatever else, you make contact with me from beforehand so that I can speak to you or the grouping of students to administer the mid-semester exam on a day I so select.
Sir, a genuine question. Is the mid semester face to face, right?
Go again, Oshin.
Is the mid semester is face to face?
I'm not hearing you, sir.
Sir, I am saying if mid semester is on face to face or ECOSA.
It could be on EducaSolve, but it's not face to face. It's online.
Okay.
But what I'm saying to you is, be quiet now. I'm saying to you If you miss my mid-semester exam, you are going to get a 0. If you have a challenge because of work or otherwise, you make contact with me beforehand so that I can make arrangements to administer that mid-semester exam with you. You are not allowed to make a decision and say, oh, sir, I can't come and um, I never had any connectivity and so forth. Yours is going to be the responsibility. If you know that you're using data to stock up on data for next week, Saturday morning, God's willing. Or you go in your neighbor yard, you go in your church, you go somewhere where you can get Wi-Fi to do the stuff. I am not going to be entertaining anything like this from students. And trust me, students, some of you may think that I'm nice. I think that I'm a nice teacher. I think that I'm a reasonable teacher. But some of you push it to the limit. And when you do, when you do, um, I am going to push back because it's going to negatively affect me. And my marking now when the grades are late and I'm putting the grades late. I have a work to complete and I'm not going to allow anybody to let me retard my progress. Next week, I'm going to give you the mid-semester exam and I want you to do what it is that you're supposed to be doing. All right. So with that,
Another
I will
20 minutes now.
go ahead.
What units you on mixed semester will be on?
Everything that we've done so far. All right. So um, um, yo, 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 go easy. Let me change my location, please. All right, so last week I not quite Winnie. I think when them hungry, them just um make up peer nice and them have feeding and them something. So I don't know what is wrong with them. All right, so last week I asked you to work on an activity for me. I didn't want to send you the answers because I figured you guys were getting a little lazy on me towards the end of the class. So I asked you to work on the stuff for me and drop in the WhatsApp group so I can send you the solution. Anybody remember that?
Yes, sir.
Mm. Um, how many of you dropped anything in the WhatsApp group? Anybody did? Anybody? Well, I didn't say anything, and as such, I didn't send it off. No, it's fine. It's fine because when you have your mid semester on it and you don't know what to do, the recording the recordings will show that I gave an instruction and they were not followed. So it's perfectly fine by me. When men on earth have done their best, angels in heaven can't do better. So what I'm going to ask you to do for me, you all have a question. What I'm going to ask you to do for me, matter of fact, let me ask this first. Have you all completed the the work that I gave last week, or is it still incomplete for some?
Sir, I finished it. But
All right,
just
all right, thank you, Sarah. Um, Anybody else? All right, you know what
Yes,
I'm going to
sir.
do? All right, yeah, you finish it, Claudia?
Yes, sir.
No, thank you, love. All right, what I'm going to do is it's now 9:35. I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you 10 minutes. For those of you who have not completed the work, it's in the WhatsApp group. I'm sure that all of you here are connected to the WhatsApp group. Um, it's there in the WhatsApp. I'm going to ask you to go through because easy, easy. This could have been your mid-semester exam. All right. So I'm giving you 10 minutes to complete the work. I will call in upon students randomly. And when I call upon you and you don't respond to me, remember I'll take a note of that. All right. I don't want what happened last week when I'm calling upon students and you sit there and you hear me calling upon you and you say nothing. I will take a personal note. Last week it was a mental note, This week I'm going to write it down. All right. I'm going to write it down. So I will see those of you who will try it. I need to hear from you. Give me your answer. If it is wrong, I will know that I need to work with you. But when I ask a question and ask for you to respond and you don't respond, that is not nice. Um, it's not nice. Somebody's having a conversation with you and you decide that you don't want to have a conversation with the individual. And I'm sure if I do that to you, you're going to write to say how the teacher don't have no manners because the teacher you're in class and asking question and the teacher not answering you. Is your life funny? It is so funny. So I'm going to take up a recorded um, notation of those persons that I will call upon today that are in class. And I'm going to tell you what I want. I'm also going to take note of. Last semester, I had a student in class. I'm going through the list, and every time I reach a student's name, because I was going down on the participants list, every time I reach a student's name, The student log off. Oh, sir, I'm having internet challenges. I said, okay, now that you're here, answer the question. Boom, gone again. I know what happened. When the exam came, I doubted the student got 1 mark on the paper because you're not following, you're not understanding. And the time you're trying to hide away from me, have a conversation with me privately now. Sir, let me talk to you privately, please. And you talk to me one way and say, sir, I'm struggling. So I can find help for you. It's no 20 past, 22. At 9:50, I'm going to stop you and then we're going to go through the exercise. All right, so I've given you brought a time. Um, hoping that you are finished. Let me stop sharing from this system and start sharing from another system. Is this a question that you've been working?
Can't repeat.
Oh, anybody see my screen?
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Strange. Hold on. It says that I'm sharing. Oh, you know, see what happened, oh Lord? I am sure I logged on to this stuff, but I logged on to my calculus too. That was from last night. I now need to find calculus, I mean, foundation concept 3. So that's why you're not seeing it because I'm sharing it in a different group. Aye, aye, aye. All right, let me get out of that. Um, Forgive me. Let me go to this morning's one. Tell me if I seen it now.
Yes, sir.
Is that the question we're working? We started working last week.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
All right. How far did we get through the solution to that this question?
I think we stop at B3, sir, or B2.
Me too. All right. All right. So it says triangle PQR has vertices P 71Q negative 62 and R5 comma negative 1. Determine its image under the reflection of Y, reflection in the Y axis, followed by reflection in the line Y equals negative X. So yes, I remember doing this one yesterday, last week. And I was saying to you that this one is two transformations that were taking place. So the first transformation is going to be the reflection in the y-axis. So that is going to give me my p prime, q prime, and r prime. And when I transform that one to the reflection in the line y equals negative x, that is now going to become p double prime, q double prime, r double prime. Everybody got that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, all right, Nathan. So I hear you talking to me. So tell me, Nathan, what is P prime, Q prime, and R prime?
That's B1, sir, or no, B2.
B2.
B2. 1, negative 7, 6 and 2, negative 1, negative 5.
That's P prime, Q prime, R prime. Are you agreeing with him?
The last one wrong though, boy.
Say your P prime, Q prime, R prime again, Nathan.
All right, so for P,
Mm-hmm.
P is 1, negative 7, Q, 6 and 2, and R -1, -5.
So how you get 6 and 2,
Oh,
but for R you get -1 and -5? It means that your calculation is not consistent because
The order.
the 6 and 2 one is correct, don't class?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but the P and R are incorrect, don't?
The order is incorrect.
Yeah. I mean, everything is of order, but I mean, I'm just saying that the answer he gave for P and Q are wrong, but the answer he gave for R is
Q.
correct.
Yeah.
For Q
Hold on,
is
hold on. Which one right and which one wrong?
P and Q are incorrect, but
P and Q
P,
are incorrect.
P and R are incorrect, but Q sounds correct.
So what is P?
May I ask you? You can tell me. Can somebody help him out? What is P?
-7, 1.
That's correct. And what is,
-7, 1.
yeah, and what is Q?
6 and 2.
And what is R?
-5, -1.
Talk truth. Yeah, man, you're correct.
But I say it's like where Matilla said the other classes that I keep on a switch on my own back.
No, but what I'm saying to you though, Nathan, but I can't understand is if you're following the same rule, why is it that Q is correct but P and R are incorrect? Your Q is correct, So it means that to do the reflection in the y-axis, you are not being consistent with P, Q, and R because P is wrong, Q is right, and R is wrong. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
So you have to be consistent with all of them. All right. What then now is the reflection, and you know what you need to go and work on for the mid semester. What is the reflection in the line y equals -x? Anybody, somebody?
Repeat that, sir.
For
The
P,
second one.
it's 7, -1. For Q, it's -6, -2. And for R, it's +5, +1.
Is she correct?
Yes, sir.
Repeat that again.
I must repeat.
Yeah, somebody's asking to repeat.
Okay, so for P, it's +7, -1. Q, -6, -2. And for R, it's +5, +1.
Is Claudia correct?
Yes, sir.
Racine, sir.
Sorry, Racine. Sorry, forgive me. Racine. Claudia, is Racine correct?
We're doing reflection in the y-axis.
No, the reflection in the line y equals -x. No.
Oh, y equal -x.
All right, question. Anybody, is Racine correct?
Yes, sir.
-1, -x.
Racine, tell me your answer for P again, Racine. P double prime Racine.
For P, it is
Double prime.
+7, -1.
I disagree though.
Sir, it's 7,
So is
-1.
that prime or which one she said she doing?
B2, and she doing this, and she doing the second P double prime.
Sir, 7, -1.
So sorry, it's not. So we're not working with the information from the y-axis and then transform it to the x, the reflection on the y equal -x.
It's supposed to, but
So why it would have incorrect? Because if it's -7 for the reflection on the x-axis and +1, it should be turned to +7 and -1.
Remember, you know.
So a negative times a negative is what?
No, but hold on, you're missing something, Racine.
What am I
Remember,
missing?
you're reflecting in the line y equals -x. When you reflect in the line y equals x, x becomes y and y becomes x. So instead of you telling me 7 -1, you have the x value becomes the y value now, and the y value becomes the x value. So look at my p double prime, q double prime, and r double prime. And tell me now if you agree. See my rule there? My rule is saying xy maps onto -y, -x. So look at my rule.
Oh, so sir, I must change the position.
Duh.
Oh, that tricked me.
But guess what? I forgive you because last week you weren't so well, so I forgive you.
Okay, sir. Position. All right.
Because remember, y becomes x and x becomes y. Everybody seen that?
Yes, sir. That sounded confused.
Nathan, are you seeing that now, son?
Yes, sir. I did I did for catch on the first time for one time I say it wrong.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes, please.
but I'm gonna say what you do again.
Nikoya? Nikoya?
Are you calling me?
Nikoya?
Yes, sir.
How are you? For the fourth time, Nikoya?
Are you not hearing me?
Class, are you hearing her?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Nikoya, yes? You're still muted, Nikoya. You're muted.
It's in the chat, sir.
Sir, I'm talking. I don't know.
No, you're talking now because, so why you keep muting? You unmute and then you're talking to yourself when you're muted because we're not hearing you. No, you're okay, leave it now because no, you're unmuted. Good. Let it stay like that. I'm asking you, are you okay?
Sir, I said kind of.
Kind of. Do you understand what is happening here?
Sir, yes, somewhat. Sorry, I helped me out.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Nikoya.
Yes, sir.
Sue,
Yes, sir.
how are you?
I'm good.
Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
What is your difficulty?
Just to switch it across as but I'm finally understanding it.
So you have to keep practicing the rules. If not, you're going to think that you are doing the correct switching around, and it's not going to be. All right. Yesterday I was doing, matter of fact, last night to be exact, I was in I was preparing for my calculus class, and I was teaching them a topic, and I said to myself, Lord have mercy, how does this topic affect, and they can apply it in real life situations? And I did a search. My search was, how does such and such and such is applied in the real world? And it gave me 10 options. Of the 10 options, two of them I have been using or I have studied. And I'm saying, oh, how many of these people know that this is this? How many of these people can relate? How many of these people can relate to what is happening here? Now, let me just explain to you now what is happening here in your context. I would suspect that some of you may live in a housing scheme up Norbrook or Jacksonville or Portmore, Old Harbor, wherever. There's nothing wrong with it. What the man them do is have a plan. So on the right hand side of the road, all the houses, all the houses on the right hand side of the road have the kitchen on one side. All the houses have the kitchen on one side. But on the left hand side of the road, they may now flip it. So the kitchen is going to be on the left hand side. So when you look at it, kitchen facing kitchen, when you look across the road, how the man them flip it? The man they may say it's a reflection in the y-axis, or the man they may rotate it and say, I don't want the master bedroom to be here. I want the master bedroom to be 90 degrees clockwise to the one before. But sir, me not going to construction, no problem. But everybody has a desire to live somewhere. And you don't know the blessings God has for you. You may just decide to build. And you may put something there and you say, you know what, the swimming pool can't go there. So the swimming pool go right there, so I'm not going to have any parking space for the Tesla. So I have to go rotate the swimming pool, the position on the blueprint that the architect put down. I have to rotate this 90 degrees anti-clockwise. If I rotate it anti-clockwise, I will put the swimming pool further to the back of the property, and then now going to have much more space on the other side. I can put a barbecue grill, I can put a changing house, whatever the situation is. It is mathematics, real life, real life. Something that affects everybody because everybody want a piece of the land for build, for do something. Real stuff. All right. So this is how we'll go about doing things like that. Go ahead, Craig.
All right, morning, sir. Morning, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Just for some clarification on the question. So for P, right, sir?
Mm-hmm.
It's 771, right? So
Mm-hmm.
what we would do is it that we would have 7 -1, and
Mm-mm.
that would, sorry, say that again, sir.
No, I would say, but finish it off first.
All right. I was wondering if that was the first. I missed out some of the class last week, so I didn't get this part. Um, but I was just trying to put two and two together, sir.
No problem. Thanks for being honest. Let's go. Mm, it says reflection in the y-axis. is given by xy mapping onto negative x comma y. Whenever we are reflecting in the y-axis, the y value remains unchanged, the x value changes. If we are reflecting in the x-axis, the x value remains unchanged, but the y value changes. Whichever axis I'm reflecting in remains unchanged. Whichever axis I'm reflecting in. Notice I'm saying reflecting. So when I reflect in the x-axis, the x value remains unchanged. So xy will map onto x comma negative y. When I'm reflecting in the y-axis, the y value remains unchanged. So xy maps onto negative x comma y. So if I have 7, 1, and I'm reflecting in the y-axis, the y value is going to remain unchanged, but the x value will change. So it now becomes negative 7, comma 1. Negative 7, comma 1. How so? Because the house is still going to be directly, the road is going to be the y-axis. The house is directly in front of your house still, you know. The house is directly in front of your house. So therefore, it shares the same y value point. It is directly in front of your house. It's just that the living room on your side is going to be flipped to the living room on their side. So whichever axis I'm reflecting in, that axis remains unchanged. So because I'm reflecting in the y-axis, the y value remains unchanged. So xy maps onto negative x comma y. Only the x value changes. So if you look at it, q was negative 6 comma 2. Because I'm reflecting in the y-axis, that positive 2 in the y position not going to change. It is going to remain as positive 2, but the x value has to change. So someone was saying, Racine was saying, but sir, when you multiply two negative numbers, you're not going to get a positive number? Yeah. So that negative 6 multiplied by negative 1 gave you positive 6. So my q prime is going to become 6 comma 2, positive 6 comma positive 2. And r was 5 comma negative 1. The negative 1 not change because I'm reflecting in the y-axis, and whichever axis I'm reflecting in, that axis remains unchanged. The other one changes. So it now becomes negative 5 comma negative 1. So that's my first transformation. Now the second one is going to be a reflection of the line y equals negative x. Now they are opposites. The reflection in the x-axis is opposite to the reflection in the y-axis. The reflection in the line y equals x is opposite to the reflection of the line y equals negative x. So let's go with y equals x first. Y equals x is telling me wherever y is, I put x, and wherever x is, I put y. So the reflection in the line y equals x is going to be xy mapping onto y comma x, because y becomes x and x becomes y. So xy maps onto y comma x. So therefore, when I reflected the line y equals negative x, xy becomes negative y comma negative x. So I'm saying to you, if you study one, you can just do the opposite in order to get the other one. So what I'm saying to you now is that this one here is going to become negative y comma negative x. So look at my p prime. What is in the y value of p prime? What is in the y position for p prime?
1.
So that is going to go into the x position, but it's negative, so that can be negative 1.
Yes, sir.
What is in the x position for p prime?
Negative 7.
When you put that in the x position, in the y position, it's when it become, you change in the sign, so it become positive 7, don't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, that's all that there is to it, you know. To be honest with you, I did not expect to spend such a long time on this. I came this morning with the hopes that I'll be doing distant time graphs. And I suspected that this was happening because nobody came back to me in the WhatsApp group to say, sir, that. And if I had sent you the solution, just maybe not even look at the solution. Maybe no, just say, thank you, sir. If you don't say thank you. Ay, ay, ay. Any questions?
Sir, I can send the recording for last week's class. Post the recordings.
Can somebody talk to him for me, please? You know where to find the recordings,
Yes,
O'Shea?
sir. Yes, sir, on the YouTube video. I subscribe.
Okay. I sent the record.
But that was the last video you posted was 13 days ago.
Hold on, let me look at something. No man, the recording was saved, but anyhow. Hold on, please. Let me check on something here. All right. I'm checking my device to see what is happening because I'm sure that I had um, posted those. So let me just double check. All right. Can you go ahead and do B3 for me, please? All of you. B3 for me while I check on this. B3. Nothing more than the recordings. Nothing more than the recordings failed to upload. Zoom meetings 3. All right. What's your name again? O'Shane?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm looking in the channel now, and you won't be seeing it, but I did upload a video, but it says upload failed.
Oh.
So I'm not re-uploading the stuff. So I'm looking at this up because I know I did it. Mute from me. Mute for me, please. All right, yeah. So I apologize. I'm seeing where I've uploaded it last week, and it says that upload failed. So that the class believes me, I don't think that I'm telling a lie. I just took a snap of it a while ago. So you can look at it. And I don't know why it is that the upload is failing. So it's in the WhatsApp group. So you're correct when you say that it's 13 days ago. That is the last one you would have seen, but this one that I did from last week, the week before, last week, yeah. All right, so this one says uploading. Let me not change the screen until I double check that it is fully uploaded. All right, are you finished with that one for me? Somehow this one like again failed, because I'm not seeing any movements at all. Ay, ay, ay. What is happening to this video? Oops. Anybody finish that one?
B3, sir. B3.
Yeah. B3, yeah, I finished B3.
Yes, sir. We'll finish it.
All right, good job, Nathan.
Finish, sir.
Good job.
Finish, sir.
Good job.
Finish,
All right.
sir.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Galaxy A03, who are you, please? Galaxy A307, who are you?
Oh, sorry, that's me, sir. Morning.
Can you rename yourself for me, please?
Oh, sir, I'm unable to change it, sir. Mama.
Who is this?
Dana, sir.
Fox?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, cool.
Can you give me one answer?
No problem. All right. A pentagon ABC has the following vertices. Determine the vertex of the image of the pentagon under an anti-clockwise rotation about the origin through an angle of 90 degrees. Okay, so XY maps onto what? The anti-rotation XY maps onto what?
Say that again, sir.
The anti-rotation,
Mm-hmm.
90 degrees anti-clock rotation XY maps onto what?
Negative Y, positive X.
Very good. Everybody agrees with that?
Yes, sir.
Negative Y, comma, positive X. So what is A prime?
By -2, -3.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Comma.
Negative Y, comma, X. Yeah, comma. Right. -2, comma, -3. Yes. And what is B prime?
9,
9, comma 1.
9, comma 1. Good. And what is C prime?
-6, comma 5.
And D prime?
Positive 4,
4,
comma, negative 1.
-1.
And E is -2, comma 1.
Comma 1.
Thank you, please. There is nothing difficult about this. The most that is, all that I ask you to do is to study the 9, the 8 something them. And we did 4 of them in class not too long ago. The reflection of the y-axis, the reflection of the x-axis. When I reflect in the x-axis, the x value remains unchanged, the y value changes. Xy maps onto x, comma negative y. That's the reflection of the x-axis. The reflection of the y-axis, the y value remains unchanged, so xy maps onto negative x, comma y. The reflection of the line y equals x. X becomes y, y becomes x. So xy maps onto y, comma x. The opposite to that is the reflection of the line y equals negative x, where xy maps onto negative y, comma negative x. We're gone through 4. The 5th one is a rotation 90 degrees in an anti-clockwise direction, where xy maps onto negative y, comma x. So then 90 degrees clockwise rotation, xy are going to map onto y, comma negative x. That is 6. 6 were gone, just like that. And the 7th and the 8th one are the same. Reflection through the origin is the same thing as 180 degrees clockwise or anti-clockwise rotation, where xy maps onto negative x, comma negative y. What is so difficult to put this to memory? There's nothing difficult to put this thing to memory, guys. It really isn't difficult. And if I say to you that this is a must-have on the exam paper, every year you get a question like this on the paper, why not study it? Why not? Ay, ay, ay. Part C for me, please, and then I'm going to give you 20 minutes to do another question, and this is it. That is going to be the end of this topic. I can't spend no more time on this topic. Like, seriously, this is way too easy for me to be spending 3 weeks now on this. No, man. All right. C1 and 2, please. 10 marks. All right, 5 more minutes, guys. 5 more minutes, and then I'll come back to you. Stepping away. All right. How we stay now? Finish? Can you talk to me now?
Yes.
This operator.
All right. So again, you guys gone silent on me, so I'm just gonna move. Trapezium KLMN is mapped onto trapezium K prime L prime N prime N prime with vertices K prime, well, as follows. Under translation T, determine the vertices of the, oh, so we want the original. All right, so we want the original. The original is what is known as what? What's the formula to calculate this question?
Sir, may I work based off a little memory but looking at the screen. Is it the same thing where we do the minus? Where I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, but give me the
Like
formula.
we minus the prime from the translation or something like so.
Okay, very good, Racine. So it's going to be, object is going to be equals to image minus translation. So it's going to be, 1 minus 1 is 0. 5 minus minus 3 is going to be 8. So I get 0, 0.8. Anybody got 0, 0.8?
Yes, sir.
So I got 0.8.
So I actually got 0.2, you know, to be honest. Because I'm never sure which one for minus from which one.
Right. So you remember the translation is written as a vector. The top one is x and the bottom one is y. So when you're doing this stuff, it's going to be 1 minus 1, which is 0. And then 5 minus negative 3 is going to be 8.
Okay.
And then the other one is going to be what? What is L?
2 minus 8. 2 8.
2,8. And what is M?
3 7.
3,7. What is N?
0 4. No.
I don't
2 4. 2 4.
So negative 2. Negative 2,4, Claudia.
It's a negative 2?
Mm-hmm. Because you have a minus 1 as the
minus 1 and a positive 1. Minus 1 minus a positive 1.
Right. So it becomes negative 2. Was that difficult?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, it wasn't. We finished C2. What was C2 again? C2 says a transformation H consists of a translation that, followed by a reflection in the x-axis, determine the image of H of triangle UVW with vertices, that. All right, so we're going through two transformations. First a translation and then a reflection. So 2, 3, what is U prime? U prime is what? U prime is? Hey, talk to me now.
Negative 1 and 6.
Can't be 6.
5.
Negative 1 and 5.
Yes, sir.
What is V prime?
1 and 7.
Huh?
1 and 7, sir.
1,7. Say the correct thing for me, please. 1,7. What is W prime?
2,4.
2,4 is correct. All right. So those are they. Then you can have a reflection. Is it a reflection in the x-axis? When I reflect U prime in the x-axis, what happens? U double prime, what is U double prime? Talk up now.
Is it -1, -5?
Very good. What is Q double prime?
1, -7.
And R double prime?
2, -4.
4.
Easy 20 marks. Done. Finito. Am I convinced? No, I'm not. Do I want to be convinced? Absolutely. I'm not convinced. And I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced.
Sorry, sir, excuse me, but I have to go now.
Okay,
I have to go and do something.
All right, no problem. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to give you another set now to do. And I'm going to call this one, a mock mid-semester. A mock mid-semester, you're going to do this one. You're going to score yourself and see how much you will get if this were the real thing. I want you to score yourself if this were the real thing. All right. The mid semester is in the WhatsApp group. Can you start for me, please? The mid semester is in the WhatsApp group. Let me see how many of you will. I'm gonna give you. Oh Jesus! I'm gonna give you 20 minutes. I'll stop yet. All right. Just start working, please. Just start working. Working. Are we finished? Students, can you respond to me, please? Are we finished?
No, sir.
How much more time? 10 more minutes?
Yes, sir.
All right, 10 more minutes it is. You know what comes to mind about other students? I'm recognizing that a few students have left the class. And what comes to mind is I am not going to be sending out the um the answers to them because they have a responsibility to be in here, just like how you are here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something differently. I sat by the computer and I watch the students drop out one by one by one. So what the teacher is going to do is I'm going to project the answers and you're going to mark it. You're going to tell me how many of them you got right. We just talk about it in class. And then if you have any difficulties, you can speak to me. There are only 7 of you remaining. So let me project those answers to you. And and you can take it from there. Hold on. Oh, I'm not sharing screen. I'm just they have a responsibility of being here and they don't want to stay. So what your teacher is going to do is project these answers. They can go and watch the recording. I have no problem. That's what I want them to do. I want them to watch the recording. All right. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and start marking when you need for me to hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Um, Perfect this way, or you want it the other way?
Sir, put it back as though it was 4.
Let me reduce it a little so you can have more on screen. All right, work on that for me. When you need for you to move, let me know. can scroll up.
Yes, sir. I can scroll up.
I can scroll now.
Yes, sir.
Oh. That's B3. Finish.
Yes, sir. Finish.
All right, everybody finish. All right, I want to put up those one mark, one mark, one mark, and we're going to add up and you tell me how much you got. We're going to share it in class. Or if you don't want to share it, you can send it to me and we can talk.
So we can just tell you the answer.
No, I want to tell you.
Amount.
Yeah, man, how much you got, Racine?
26, sir, because we never finish C3, C2. The reflection, we never really finish. We started, but then you put up the answer, so I'm not bother. I might cheat myself. I'm gonna get the part that says name the transformation that it could produce. I had put reflection in the line, and it should be the reflection in the y-axis. So I got that wrong. And I didn't do the last three, so I got 26 out of 30.
Very good, Racine. Now you know your mistake. Work on those. Who is next? Functionality fellow. Who is next? Come on now. All right, Kerry, what you got?
17, sir.
Okay, where you went wrong? You saw, well, let me ask you, you saw where you went wrong?
Yes, sir. My main problem is like for switch it around, sir. So sometimes I mix it up. That's
Right.
why.
So you feel like you'll make the correction in preparation for the mid semester next week?
Yeah, sir.
All right, cool. Don't know how you stay. Claudia, how you stay?
Sir, I got C number 1, the one with 8 comma minus 13. I got that one incorrect.
So how much you get in total out of the 30?
29.
Good job. Good job. Congrats, 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 Sarah. Congrats. Tahira, what you got? Swan, what you got?
So I got 16. I missed out the part when at C, origin, and the top part in B3. I didn't do the reflection, finish it up.
All right, no problem. I agree, Sarah. No problem, Tahira. I mean, Sue. I'm happy for you. Moya, what you got?
Sir, I got 11 because I wasn't finished, and I have problems switching around the X from the Y.
Okay. Now, you see why I was asking for you to just to tell me what it is? It's not to embarrass anybody. We're in a class together. I'm learning, and I thank you for sharing in the class the results. You know what you need to work on now, all of you. And I may ask you to work on it. What I'm going to do now, as I said before, you have this. If you want a copy of this, you can go into the recording. I'm not sending it out to the other students because they had a responsibility to be in here. If you want to look back at this, you can go to the recording. You can screenshot it so you can have this answer sheet. Let the rest of them go to the recording and get it. I'm going to end here because it don't make sense to start the new topic. I'm going to end here, but in ending here, I want you to do me a favor, to spend some time and go through this again, because you're getting this for your mid-semester next week. I want you to spend some time and go through this and try to understand it. The key to understanding this is just remembering the rules. Remembering the rules, that's number 1. So once you remember the rules, you're good to go. And also an opportunity to complete the rest of the EducaSoft. Please and thank you. Are you okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Big up yourself. Take care.